up, gamers? Sorry for the terrible lighting, but it has been confirmed. We are getting Oblivion Remake. It is happening, and it could be dropping as soon as April 21st. I'm saying drop right now. Bethesda drop tomorrow, April fucking weekend, Easter weekend. Come on, please. That's what I want. The Easter Bunny to give me. I want the Easter Bunny to deliver me Oblivion Remake. Now, I am, 100% on the edge right here about should you get it, should you not. Of course, we're going to get Sky Oblivion, which is going to be free, but of course, we don't know when that's going to drop. It looks freaking amazing as well, and we don't know how in-depth this remake is. I've heard they're adding cut content, they're adding some other cool stuff to the game, which was not in the original. Of course, in the screenshots that were released on the website for the game studio behind it, there are, you can see stuff in the distance, like castles and stuff, ruins and stuff, and I think that's really cool. Of course, the screenshots I'm kind of iffy on, because some of them look really cool, like the Oblivion Gate looks cool. Other stuff looks cool. I don't really like the sewer design. I think that's kind of, weird for me. I don't know. That's just a personal thing for me. And, you have the goblin in there, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be like, there's supposed to be a tree here in the fucking Oblivion original game. There was a tree here in the remake. There's not. But, of course, it looks not as blue, not as vibrant as original game does. The screenshot looks more like grayish, which is fine, 100%. I mean, it's not getting like the fucking Fallout 3 treatment where it's green, like a green hue to everything, but or like a gray hue to everything. But yeah, like, it looks pretty cool, and I'm hyped for it. Of course, I'm kind of worried what the price is going to be, because apparently there's going to be a deluxe edition, which I think is crazy for a remake from a game from 2006 to come out with a deluxe edition added on. I'm really hoping the base game's like $40 and the deluxe edition 60, but I could really see Bethesda charging $60 for base game and $80 for deluxe edition, which would be fucking crazy. It would be crazy. It would be one of the, that's kind of crazy for a game that came out almost 20 years ago. And that's the question too. Why are they releasing it now? Why is it going to be like a shadow drop? I really feel like it may, honestly, I mean, all the fucking confirmed stuff, but like 20-year anniversary, that would make sense. March of 2026 would make sense for a remake, because it would be the 20-year anniversary, and you'd be like, look, 20 years. Something they should have done for the, the 15-year anniversary for the 10-year anniversary for Fallout 3, instead of Fallout 76, even though I like Fallout 76. If you're going to give a new Fallout game, and they're going to do a remake for Fallout 3 eventually, but of course, how far in the future will that be is the big question. And how far in the future will Oblivion Remake come out? I mean, people are saying April 21st. People are saying this weekend. People are saying that, but they've been saying that for months. Of course, the big leaker who got everything right said by the end of April it should be out, which is exciting time. Of course, will it be Xbox and PC only? Will the PlayStation not be able to do it because of Xbox's acquirement of Bethesda? Or will it be on PlayStation is the big question. Or will it be anywhere else? Will it be on the Switch too? That's kind of like the small stuff. But overall, I'm excited. And Oblivion's my favorite game of all time. And it's fun to have the remake. And of course, you can see a lot of cool stuff. I wonder how the realm of Oblivion would look in the game. Like how the lava will pop and stuff, how the gates will, we saw the gate looks pretty cool, but how everything will look. I really do wonder if the voice actors will retain their roles, whether they're going to be 8 or whether they have a whole new crew of voice actors. I really hope they don't, because I feel like that has a charm to the game. What will the NPCs look like in the game? They haven't revealed that. They just showed 2 enemies in the game. And they did show like the person kind of squatting and with a bow, but they didn't show their face. So will it be like a big creation thing? Will it be the character creation? Will it, have the same premise? 100%. But will it add, cut content? That's a big question. And will it come with the shivering isles and stuff? Currently it will, but of course, is that going to be in deluxe edition, which would kind of be shitty, in my opinion? Will it come with nice design, horse armor and stuff? Apparently, all that's in the deluxe edition, which is kind of crazy. Will horse armor actually serve a purpose besides just aesthetic thing? That's a question, honestly. There's a lot of questions, 100%, but I think the goal is to shadow drop it, which I think is really stupid. I've said that many times. Why would you shadow drop a game? It kind of like is disrespectful to us Oblivion fans, in my opinion, to just trigger off this random hype. Just like, they probably told the leaker to like say this so they can get the hype, but really the only people you're going to get the hype from is like hardcore fans, which are probably the only people you're kind of marketing this towards. But I mean, Your market, I feel like the main audience for this game are people who don't want to play Oblivion because it's, you know, it's not dated at all, really, compared to other Bethesda games. And a lot of people are saying they should, you know, have remade Morrowind or, you know, Fallout 3 instead, because both those games, of course, are way more dated than Oblivion, even though Fallout 3 came out after Oblivion, because of certain things in Fallout 3 that are, you know, kind of didn't age well. Not saying like story-wise, saying like, you know, no iron sights and stuff. But the main question, a lot of people are saying, because like Oblivion's the easiest one to do, you know, which is true, but like it's still a question. Like at the end of the day, I love Oblivion with all my heart. It is my favorite game of all time. But at the end of the day, I would way rather have a Morrowind remake, because people say Morrowind is the best game, but I've never been able to get into it because the dice rolls and stuff, it just like, it's not really user friendly for people who start off with something that wasn't Morrowind. Like if Morrowind was my first Bethesda game, like Elder Scrolls game, then it would be fine. I would 100% get over it. But, you know, it's hard to go backwards in gaming. You know, I'm trying to play Fallout 1 and 2, trying to play Arena and Daggerfall, and those games are really hard to get into after you have played these newer games, which are way more user-friendly, if I want to say. But I would way rather have a Morrowind remake or, than a Oblivion remake, because, you know, Morrowind's at this point for me where I can't, like I said, I can't get into it, and I feel like a remake would make it way easier to get into. Of course, you can say, like, download mods and stuff, but, you know, Oblivion remake is the easy choice for Bethesda. Luckily, this is the first remake they're doing besides the Skyrim one. And also, Fallout 3 would be a really cool remake. I think would be awesome to add more guns and stuff, add kind of systems for Fallout 4, but not all systems for Fallout 4. You know, leave it kind of original. But yeah, what do you guys think in the comments below? Are you guys excited for the Oblivion remake? I know I am. Even though I just said I wish it was a different thing. But I'm giving what I can. Because Bethesda are crickets with Elder Scrolls stuff. And it's fucking exciting to finally get something. Like something. It's like, I'm like, please, just give me something. So yeah. Hope you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.